Sure.
Yeah,
Sure.
I'm
Okay.
ready.
So, Jackalor. During your formative first months, what do you... Actually, I can tell you what happens with your actual family. You don't hear a thing about the ones that ran off, and well, eventually, I think that Valerie ends up vanishing from her school as well about a month in.
Did she take her car with her?
I'm not sure. I don't think so.
Oof.
There is
I
no
guess
road at the sept where she is going.
Oh God. Valerie.
What do you tell to your co-workers and business partners when you have to cash out?
That's a good question. Yeah, family issues pretty much. I can't do the work anymore. Sorry. It's my there's been real trouble with my family lately.
Um, well, Grace has been telling everyone that your house got shot up because your kid is a gangbanger. Is there any truth to that?
I can't confirm nor deny.
Okay, so everyone is gonna end up thinking that you're quitting because you are tied to criminal elements now, and they're gonna be quite happy for you to fuck off. Because you're a liability to the company now. But that's okay, that's a good cover story. And as long as your kid doesn't actually get arrested for, like, murdering someone by chewing their face off, you'll be fine.
Yeah, pretty much.
Manipulation subterfuge roll to see how well you manage the situation.
Difficult 6, I presume?
Yes. That's other.
Holy shit. Manipulation is persuasive.
Okay. Yeah, everyone believes you. You've quite effectively cut your ties. They are not gonna bother you because holy shit, that shit is fucked. I think you, out of everyone, have gotten away the cleanest. Of course, you have no one left, but win some,
Yeah.
lose some.
Alone in the world, except for my sire.
So, what do you wish to do with the spare time you have during downtime?
Honestly, what would be the role to go and get more resources?
Generally, that would be like intelligence finance. But I would need to know how you would go about getting.
Fair enough. Did you ever decide what my contacts are?
It's probably like other people in law and police force, that kind of
Yeah, probably.
clerks, etc. Something like.
Mm-hmm. I actually have no clue what to do. Legitimately have no clue what to do.
Well, you can spend the downtime action just practicing towards one of your disciplines.
Yeah, I could get start trying to get dominate too.
And that would mean you could essentially take it, regardless of having used it or not, as soon as you want to.
Sure. Spend downtime learning dominate.
Okay. So I probably let you watch a couple of times when she's fucking with mortals' heads. Give you some pointers, etc., etc., etc. You know.
Nice.
Okay. I think they would try to send a message to you, but I think they think you're dead. So I don't think they would at this point.
Wouldn't they like be scoping out his house or something?
You assume they
To
have the
see.
resources to scope out the house of one not actually kinfolk mortal. His family are the ones they gave a fuck about because they have wolf blood.
Understandable. Don't worry, Jack. We'll fix your son.
You're not fixing my son, goddammit.
We'll fix your son. We can fix your son. We can fix the Nosferatu problem, and we can fix the Fae problem.
Psst, Jackalor, gather La Sombra. One of them is 9, one of them is 8. Oh, what my.
Yeah,
You're
respect
right.
respect your superiors.
Do I spend my downtime learning the Thaumaturgy 1 so I can pick up the Path of Blood? Huh.
You can't. Your sire doesn't have it, and no one's gonna give it to you. That's like for special services to the prince kind of thing.
Damn it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Solomon.
Oof.
So, you get embraced. You get told what it's gonna be like for you now, and how things work, etc., etc. At what point do you try to actually get back to your wife?
Huh. I mean, I guess I will have to tell at some point that I'm going to hunt fairies. Or that that's what I'm doing, rather. But how to approach this? Since this could get ugly.
Remember, if you ghoul her, she can't hurt you.
That's an argument, I guess.
Or you can let a crazy woman insane with her husband missing and her kid taken. That also works, but that's
Yeah, I should probably try and ghoul her.
Okay.
So
Well.
we can hunt changelings together.
Okay, but when are you gonna? When? How quickly do you think you're gonna be able to break out? Actually,
That's a good question.
this might actually matter.
I mean, I would ask my sire for advice.
He's gonna suggest maybe not ghouling your wife or otherwise involving her in the supernatural because that will distract you from your studies and will make it harder for you to do what needs to be done.
Yeah, maybe he's right.
You still gonna sneak out and talk to her? You are allowed outside to hunt and etc. You just, are expected to stay at the chantry.
Yeah, I understand. I mean, maybe I should just stalk her and see how she's doing.
Okay. Give me a dex stealth roll. Okay. Defender wins, so she doesn't notice you. Okay, this is actually gonna be important. What are you gonna spend your downtime on? The free bits, that is. You could spend it learning aspects too.
Yeah, I considered that.
This might
I mean, it's
affect
probably...
what actually happens, so it would be good if you could decide if you're gonna go for that.
Yeah, I will. I think I will go for it, yeah.
Okay. Well, it probably starts a couple of weeks after you vanished from her life. And she's probably moved to a different apartment because you've probably moved your money out of the shop and into something else. And you're gonna, at one point, notice her go up to her apartment with a man. And I'm gonna need you to make me an intelligence alertness roll. At a, let's call it a 7. Okay, you think he's a teacher at the same school she works at. You seem to remember him from picking up your kid.
Huh. Well, that's one way to cope.
Redemer, by the way, is saying that we should mercy kill Allied because the last time he tried to fix things, everything went to shit.
What? No, I fixed everything.
Uh-huh. I mean,
Just
maybe it is a Fey Nyaxi. You don't know. You didn't check its aura.
I mean, can I even check its aura?
Not now that they've gone inside. You're gonna have to get a glimpse of him again.
Does he have aspects too?
He does, and we're gonna say that this happens towards the end of the downtime.
I mean, I should at least make sure that he's not a fairy.
So how are you gonna go about it? You probably have a good idea which apartment is your wife's by now, because you've been stalking her for a few weeks at least.
it's not stalking if it's his wife.
Isn't it though?
No,
Uh,
it's property maintenance.
I mean, can I... What's the range of Auspex again? Of Auspex 2?
Generally speaking, you have to be able to see them clearly and focus in on them. So, line of sight, generally. with a reasonable.
Huh. Yeah, that's hard.
Give me a 1d10 plus 5 roll to see how much blood you have when this is happening. Okay. That in mind, be useful.
I mean, I probably can't get line of sight without him noticing, and I doubt he will leave before sunrise.
Okay, so what do you do?
Huh. I should find out where he lives, I guess.
Okay. So you're gonna switch to stalking him now. As
I
part
mean,
of
I
this.
only need to see him once to just to confirm if he's a fairy or not.
Okay. You could just keep checking in on your wife and wait till you see him next time.
Mm.
Would probably be easier.
Yeah, that's probably reasonable enough.
Okay. Give me a perception empathy roll at 8 then for doing the aspects. Gonna need to look up what aspects says on the level 2 for aura description, because you know what those mean.
Doesn't he have a cult?
He does, but he would still probably need to roll for it to some extent. And okay. So what you see is it's like an aura that's less of a steady pool of light around him and more like a slowly spinning vortex. With hints of white and black swimming through it.
Huh, can I try to interpret it?
You can give me intelligence occult at 8. And in fact, you can roll this with the aid of your books. So go
Also, I
ahead
can
and
roll again.
yeah, just roll the full 10 dice.
Oof.
Yeah, so you don't know yet. You know there's something weird about it, but that's it until you have a chance to research it in more depth. And that would probably be a downtime action, because a quick reference, I mean, that might be fairy bullshit, but it might not be. It might be something weirder.
Yeah.
Okay. And then we have Keegan. Keegan?
No,
No?
no.
So you kill your family and say no to everything. Good to know.
I wish.
Um. Okay, so first few nights after getting turned, especially as you are now exclusively nocturnal, what excuses do you give your family?
Oof. It's a toughie. What do you say in this kind of situation?
Sorry, I'm a goth now.
The lie that hurts Me, I need to sleep during the day. I don't know. Shit, I don't even know what to say. Let me think for a second. Let's see. Oh, shit. Jeez.
The tough questions. What do you do when your wife is fucking a fairy after the death of your child? How do you lie to your family? How do you get them to think that you're not crazy when you yell about monsters?
Oof. I'm just gonna say I need some space,
Okay.
and I've been trying to get. The only time I can sleep is during the day. I'm gonna make up some excuse.
Okay. Keegan. Give
Yes.
me a perception roll at 8 for one of those wonderful days, not too long after your turn.
Perception alertness.
No, just perception.
Or just.
This is during the day.
Oof.
You don't have
I'm
Oscar.
I'm going to spend willpower on this.
Can't. Not on the
Okay, just
cinematic.
2-6.
2 at 8.
Oh, 8. Okay.
So you get to try again because you rolled it wrong.
Nope.
Okay. Who has keys to your apartment? Tiffany, right?
Probably yes.
Okay. Give me another perception roll at 8. Okay. And give me a third one.
Oh, Lord help me.
Okay. You wake up in a dark, closed space, feeling around. It's like you're in a bag of some kind.
Ah, god damn it. Is there some sort of zipper I can open?
You can certainly try. Give me a Dex Athletics roll to see how well you can get it open. Humanity for that, yes. So you you pull it open. You're in the back of a truck. Smells faintly of chemicals.
This is an ambulance.
It's probably one of the you know, corpse hauler vehicles. They probably wouldn't have bothered calling an ambulance since you were cold when you were found.
Oof. This is during the day, right?
Yep, you can feel the sun somewhere outside.
I mean, I'm not gonna be able to stay up for long, right? So I just need to stay in the body bag.
Yes. Give me your humanity rating at 8 to see how long you stay awake. Fuck off, updates. You need total of 5 to manage the whole scene. So, give us some rolls.
Can I spend willpower on this?
Oop. Rolling. Or okay, you're able to fight it off. And yeah, you're definitely driving somewhere.
Probably the morgue. I should have stayed somewhere else. Oof. Okay, well, I'm just gonna wait and see what happens. Close the bag back up.
Well, it seems like it was in the evening. So when you do arrive and as you're being carried inside, um, you feel the sun's weight on your mind slowly starting to lessen.
Oof. Let me guess, my cell phone is not in my pocket.
They probably took it to call all your relatives that they could find in your contacts.
Hmm.
You stay inside.
Well, yeah, what am I gonna do? Be a zombie?
Okay. They take you inside, put you down. You think you're alone in the room as they.
So, how long can I stay awake for?
At this point, as till next morning, you were arriving at the morgue as the sun was. You're effectively awake for the night.
Okay, I think I know how to play this, but I'll see how it goes. Fuck it. Before they leave, I'm gonna gasp, wrangle about a little bit in the
Okay.
bag so they can hear me.
Okay. There's gonna be a. Wait, no fuck. Did you check? Thought you did. He said he was cold. Fucker. They struggle to get the bag open.
I just start, panicking and trying to. What the fuck?
Give me a manipulation performance roll.
Ah, god damn it! I'm gonna spend willpower on this.
Nope, you're not.
Oh god, god dick.
He can blush of life, but he needs to roll how much blood he has in his system currently. Then.
Should I roll that first before I roll performance?
Yeah, go ahead. It's not gonna affect the performance roll, but it will make you feel lifelike.
Okay, so what do I roll for blood?
1d10 plus 5. Okay.
Oh god.
So you have 7, which means that you have a few to spend before you risk being hungry, and since you're so high humanity, it only costs you 1 to blush of life.
Okay, I'll blush of life if he taught me how to do that.
Yeah, you know by now.
Yeah, I'll just do that for starters. And then I'm gonna roll performance.
Okay, at 6.
Do you have performance?
Yes.
He
Oh, you
does.
do.
He got taught the basics because he's now Bruja. Okay. One success seems enough, but they seem insistent that, holy crap, you are dead, dude. You need to get to the ICU. We need to run tests. We need. Feels fine, but fuck, you're like in a coma.
Groans. Just
Okay,
groans for now.
Get a stretcher, and they're gonna get you on a stretcher and carry you towards ICU.
For starters, I'm gonna just wanna. Okay, I wanna sit there for a couple minutes, ask what happened, who found me.
You can
before
ask that as they're carrying you, and they're gonna tell you that your brother and girlfriend found you.
Was it your birthday?
No, they're just checking up on me, probably. Is it still light out? I'm just gonna
dude, we're gonna call your brother. He said he was gonna come over here. Shit, you need to stay put.
Yeah, that'd probably be for the best. I might have taken too much stuff last night.
And they go into the what did you take? If you took drugs, we have to know.
I don't even know.
Okay, they're gonna try and do a blood test on you.
I'm not gonna let them touch me.
Okay, they call security.
I'm gonna on them and explain that I just need my brother to come here so we can talk, and I need a phone to make a phone call.
One of the dudes that was with you is gonna tell you that or they called your brother and he's rushing over here. He said it would be like gonna be there in like 10 minutes.
I'm gonna and try to. I'm gonna convince him to just wait for now, and get me a phone.
Well, it makes them stop and listen, so that might work. But it is a charisma performance at 7, and you need to spend a blood point.
Okay. Spend the blood point. Can I spend willpower on this?
Cool. Everyone gets fucked on this account. Okay. So one of the guys is listening to you. And then
I have a specialty in charisma smooth talker?
that does not apply to discipline rolls.
Oof, okay.
So give me a charisma expression at like 7. Because you might be able to talk them down even with the security arriving, but the chances are not amazing. At 7, I said.
Oh, 7.
If he flexes, he is gonna eat the floor and have his blood taken. Okay. You manage to keep them tied up until your brother arrives. Gonna be heated words with him trying to convince the doctor to please just fuck off for the moment. I'll handle it. And they're gonna give you some room. Gonna put hand on your shoulder. DJ, what the fuck?
This is how I wanted this to happen, but it's... fuck.
What's going on?
Okay, I need you to trust me. I need you to keep this quiet. I need you to go along with me, alright? You're not gonna believe anything I say, but you need to trust me, okay?
Okay.
When you found me, I was dead. This was the only way. This was the only way for me to keep Tiff, you, and everyone else safe.
He just facepalms. Oh, fuck. This is a goddamn masquerade breaches. You stupid fuck.
And then my jaw just drops. What?
Fuck! Just shut up! Pretend you're high. I'm gonna fix this. Fuck!
I'm just gonna sit there, blank-faced.
He's gonna go off in a corner and talk rapidly into a phone.
I should have stayed in the body bag.
What's a little autopsy, right? It's just lethal.
Oof.
Well, eventually, the Malkavians are gonna arrive to clear this up. And you're gonna learn that, yes, indeed, your brother is a Malkavian ghoul. Since they control many of the hospitals. And the Bruja are gonna be laughing at you for weeks. In a good-natured sort of way. Like, look at that kid go, but they're still gonna laugh at you. Because this is fucking funny as hell. And, the Malkavians are probably gonna suggest to maybe letting Tiffany think that you're actually dead might be the best policy.
Mm-hmm.
But
Seems reasonable.
given that you didn't, do anything too obviously regrettable, this is easily enough swept under the rug. So there's not gonna be any.
This would have worked so well if he wasn't actually a ghoul. God damn it.
You wanted to ghoul him yourself?
No, I was to cover up the Masquerade breach. I was prepping for that, but yeah. So we're gonna need to have a talk between me and him and how long he's been. The fuck?
It's probably been a couple of years. It's like a year and a half too. It's not too long, but long enough that he's essentially been helping, especially during the gang war, from, it getting worse, because if people found out it would have been worse. And he has a guaranteed fast track to promotion, because, he has people that will back him up. The downside, of course, being that extra work, and he has to do the night shifts when he can, because that's where most of the weird stuff comes in.
Why didn't you tell me anything when the shit was happening with?
I thought you
With the
were on
Nosferatu.
drugs. 9 times out of 10, it's someone high as fuck when they come in talking about monsters. And you were acting crazy.
Yeah, well, looks like. Jesus Christ, you're a Malkavian? Oh my fucking.
I'm not a Malkavian, I'm a...
Nah, this doesn't make any sense. Shit, now what do I do with my dog? God fucking damn it. You need to take the dog.
Okay. I can do it. I like coffee.
No, I was thinking that I could still have him, just he stays with you for appearances. I want to kill that dog. Out of character, I'm saying that.
Okay. FYI, since you got turned, Cole has been a lot more skittish around you. Almost if he trusts you, but there's still that instinctive, you're kind of wrong to my doggy nose and doggy eyes.
Mm. I don't lose that clan status because of this, do I?
No. No, that just helps solidify your local celebrity. You're like a clan mascot. You're this... You're the
Jesus
you're the new guy with the right attitude.
Jeez. Okay, I guess I'm gonna have to ask him to take care of moving the shop money and stuff around.
The shop,
Checking.
you can move the shop to like a different part of town to stay away from the people that know you, but you can keep the shop open.
All right.
Especially as vampires do have some vehicles they would like to work on, and that's gonna more than cover any loss of business due to you yourself not being there during daylight hours. Because there's stuff you can't show to a legit car shop. Someone in the know, on the other hand, especially a really good mechanic, fucking worthwhile.
Sweet.
Give me a luck roll, by the way. Okay. You never see her in person, but you actually get the chance, under careful supervision, to repair what looks like either an RPG hit or an anti-tank round in what they claim is the prince's armored car.
Oof. That must have been fun.
You were like like 4 months ago? 5? Well, half a year ago, this was a full-on Sabbat attack with people dying in the streets, curfew, etc., etc., etc. This is just that, something that hadn't been repaired yet, so now they bring it in. Probably order the spare armor plates and just, have you replaced those?
Back to work, I guess. That should take at least a week to fix.
Yeah, but essentially, moving shop and keeping your resources there isn't. What do you tell Frank?
I'm gonna have to go him too. So my brother kept it that I was dead. So on the news that I'm gonna be dead then, right?
There's like an obituary in the paper, but yes.
So is this before Frank finds out or after? Because I could say I can pull some kind of bullcrap about me being in what's it called?
You
Protective service.
you can do that if you want, but remember you showed him the skull as well, so he's already halfway in the know.
Well, he trusts me, so I'm gonna have to make things work with him.
Okay. So you want to meet him before that is published or after? I'll leave it up to you.
Probably before.
Okay. And what do you tell him?
Uh,
And it's all nicely. Fuck. And reload that. Carry on, Keegan, it's fine. 20 is just sucking. Again, as per usual. You could
he
leap
needs
at
me-
your friend, that is true.
What's that gonna do? I'll leap at him when I get the chance. I don't need to do it right away.
Okay.
I'm going to, first of all, tell him that he needs to stop his investigation on what happened with me and just leave it as a animal attack.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna Frank, I need to explain something to you, and I need you to be on my side here because the only reason I did this was shit. I'm
What?
doing this to protect
Okay,
my family.
I'm listening. What's going on?
I'm just gonna take his hand. I'm just gonna hold it. I'm gonna grip it a little firmly. I'm dead.
Bruh, what?
Okay, BJ, you're dead. I'm
Feel
not
my
sure
hand.
I mean, yeah,
Fe-
it's cold
it's
outside.
cold, right?
Winter's
it's-
coming. It's normal.
I had to do that. Sorry. Frank, the thing that attacked me was a vampire. I killed it, and the only way to protect my family and to protect you is to turn into one of them. I'm just gonna take both his hands and hold him, but I'm not like I'm just gonna hold his hands, but I'm not gonna. I'm gonna.
Like you can literally show him your fangs, just have them extend and show.
Yes.
Holy shit! He tries to pull away.
I'm just gonna hold him firmly, but not. It's okay. It's okay. Just
What?
I
the
need.
Fuck.
There's a lot of shit going on here. That's way over our heads.
Fuck. I thought it was some bullshit super soldier mutant thing. Fuck.
I wish. I really wish it was.
Oh. Oh, what the fuck? Leans in a bit. Holy shit. But you ain't like that other one.
No, that other one
Is
was.
that like an age thing?
Mm, It's a different type of them of
Oh,
us.
fuck. There's different types?
It's complicated and I can't explain too much to you, but
Fuck. Does Tiffany know?
no, I would prefer her not knowing for now.
Damn.
Frank, I need you to keep this on the down low. I need you to tell
Yeah,
Ted or
no,
whatever.
no.
the other-
I get it. I'll handle the paperwork. Worry about it. Get it.
You know, we could. Would he have my sire have explained how ghouls work yet?
Do you occult?
Nope.
I think your sire is more the kind that holds a rally to break some old cards, rather than sitting you down and telling you how the about bees and flowers, etc.
Okay. Okay, I'm just gonna let him go. Let go of his hands, and I'm gonna just explain what little I can and
Okay.
keep his trust.
So how much do you tell?
Just enough to get him to understand, but not too much to give him specific details.
Okay. Sure. Give me a charisma expression roll to give me an intelligence expression roll. Because this is a question of what you put in, what you leave out. Because Frank is smart and he might be able to put things together. Well, that's what happens on a botch, Solomon.
And God damn it, and I can't spell spend willpower any of this. You said intelligence expression?
Yes. Okay. He's just like leaning down on his hand, eyes closed, rubbing his forehead.
There wasn't anything I could do.
Yeah, no,
I need to keep.
I get it. Fuck. The weird shit I thought. Because you run into weird shit on the force, but fuck!
Hopefully, this doesn't change our situation.
Listen,
I'm gonna.
I'll call you. We can talk, but right now I need a smoke and pro.
I could use the same thing. So basically, over the free time, I'm gonna.
You're learning potence and chilling with the clan.
Yeah.
So you're probably not gonna necessarily remember a lot of names unless something specific comes up. As in you run into specific character, because the Bruja are a large clan and virtually all of them are varying shades of neonate.
Hmm.
So, you know, it's probably something like 15 to 20 vampires that show up when one of the fun nights is had, and that's like, you know, between once every 2 weeks and once every week, depending on how easy various materials, attractions, etc. are to get. So, it's usually 15-20 Bruja and maybe the same amount of other clans if you're lucky. And
Fist fight gangrel.
you can definitely fist fight a gangrel. Is there a gangrel? Fist fight. You know what? Sure. You meet a gangrel that's effectively almost as strong as you. And he's a craftsman as well. Apparently, he has made his way in the world by making hand-forged weapons. Usually as souvenirs while he was mortal, but nowadays he makes them for real. Fortitude helps with that.
Oh. I'll teach you fortitude if you teach me potence. Ha ha ha. No, let's make a new friend and fight. Fight me, bro.
Okay, we're not gonna roll it out entirely. We can make like one strength brawl to see how well you do versus each other comparatively.
Mm-hmm. Is it, would this be before I got my potence or after?
After, we'll say after.
All right.
When you've had a chance to get used to being in places where people can like literally flip cars.
Oh, geez. I'm gonna watch me botch this 10 dice roll. I'm not using potence, just base then, so 10 dice.
Yeah, I'm assuming that both of you are using your disciplines if it gets heated. So. Okay, yeah, now you are able to show him who's the boss.
Woo! Just hang out, drink some blood meat after.
You're assuming you study meat.
Shh! I'm pretending. We're just hanging out and shit, being cool.
He tells you that if he had been able to use his hammer, especially with a spike end, that would have ended differently. While you're watching others go at it.
Oof. Yay, new acquaintance. What's his name? I'm Bill.
It's Mario. And he is now visible to everyone. I know, the random name generator sometimes delivers.
It's a me,
It's a
Taffy
me.
boy.
Fuck you guys. Okay. And, well, eventually, you gathered together again. I think on the next night was the plan. Is there anyone who doesn't show up? And do you meet at the Elysium? Or in the parking lot near the Elysium, or do you go elsewhere?
That's a good question.
Oh, that is a good. Well, I mean, it's not doesn't change too much. Maybe parking lot of the Elysium.
Yeah, we can. I mean, you can drive around with the car again.
Is that what
Boys'
you
night
wish to?
out.
Is that what you wish to do?
Yes.
I mean, I'm okay. I'm okay with it. Others?
I don't mind.
Okay. This time, as you're getting in, you notice someone deobfuscate as he's getting into the trunk.
Did anyone see that?
Yes.
He just pops back up, looks you in the eye. Fuck!
Jump! Quick, jump him!
No.
I'm joking.
Can we help you?
Well, we figured it was a crappy chance to work at more than once.
This is a Nosferatu.
And no, I've dragged the picture out here.
You here to spy on us or something?
Well, yeah. Don't tell me yours.
Well, not really.
Not really.
Not really, yeah.
Who are you working for?
The Seneschal, right?
He just gives you like a "Are you retarded?" look.
No. Who specifically? The prince? One of our sires?
Pulls out a notebook, pulls out a pen, end of the pen, something in the notebook, closes it, puts it away.
Ah, jeez.
It's the Seneschal, Bill.
Wait, that's the same. That's the same guy.
No, it's not the Seneschal.
No.
Don't make him pull the notebook out again.
I'm just.
I mean, you
Okay.
could get into the trunk and we could all pretend you didn't appear.
It's kind of your job to spy on us, right? So,
Nah, it's fine. There's another group coming in soon anyway.
Okay, then,
Can I-
well, have a pleasant night.
yep. Have a good night. And I'm gonna go in shotgun again.
I'll drive.
I take his keys. I just look at him and take his keys.
Okay.
That's his car. He can...
It's my car now.
You notice the dude just standing behind a pillar, peering out and scribbling into his notebook furiously.
I,
I sigh as I
let me
get into the car.
are we all getting? Oh my god!
Could you please just get in the car?
Go, go, go. Come on, let's go.
Who is driving now?
Car screech as we drive away.
No.
Oh no, that's a
I'm
drive
joking.
roll. No,
Okay.
come on.
Don't need a goddamn car unless
I
you're
want
gonna
to see
fix
you
it.
drive. Come on.
He
Drive
just,
the fuck out.
excitability. 8.5 out of 10. Dangerous.
Oof.
And you're driving, apparently having escaped the most dangerous of spies.
I mean, he was a nice guy.
Yeah, he was. Not gonna lie, he is actually kind of a good chap.
Who was
Seemed
that
nice
that was
when
in the fucking trunk?
It's
Did we
a
catch his
spy
name?
from the British Shaw.
Nope. He didn't catch his
Why
name.
did
Mm.
I wanted to ask his name, but nobody fucking.
It's just like
Should've just
random
had him.
vampire trying to spy on you.
Don't worry about it, Alexander. It's probably gonna happen a few times these nights.
I'm gonna shoot them if they're on my property like that.
Please don't.
You are
Not
next
your
to the
property,
Elysium. You are not on your property.
No. I meant at my personal property, not here at the Elysium. I'm not gonna just randomly start shooting people.
I feel like that's going to bite you in the ass very,
Well, I
very
mean,
much, Alexander.
Maybe they should be. Well, maybe they should act like fucking humans.
Well, I mean, he
But
does have
we're
that right
not.
on his
He's
turf,
not.
right?
The prince just in her office on reading report. Your territory? You what, mate?
This is my domain.
She's gonna get through the master craftsman on his Herbert to come fuck with me.
Okay, so what do you do on this glorious night to get to know each other?
I'm going to actually first suggest something. So since we kind of spent last night driving around a lot, you guys mind if we maybe go somewhere like park or something and talk? Would be probably
Sure,
better
but-
scenery.
But
Let's go to-
first, I have a gift for everyone.
Oh, do you? What is this gift, good sir?
Oh, here, and I give out like gold iron talismans.
What are these for?
Demi, have you told Sly that you are dealing with other vampires and doing potentially dangerous shit?
I feel like he's weird, but he's trustworthy, I believe. Like he's my bird, so yes, I would have told him.
Okay, give me a luck roll.
Oh no, it's Sly in the fucking car.
Okay.
Well, these will keep you safe from the fairies.
Wait, there's
Fairies?
fairies too?
Yeah,
You mean like
What the?
pixies?
no, they're evil. They steal children.
You have personal
Oh, like the
experience.
so like the Nosferatu then.
It's not stealing if you abort it in front of you, allies.
Look, just trust me on this. My own daughter was taken away by them.
Yeah, no. You you don't want to be friends with Nosferatu then. They kill him in the womb.
Wait,
What?
I just
I didn't know. You just see Alexander have like a really sad look on his face and like go quiet as he holds the talisman and looks out the window.
I'm sort of
I'm just-
getting the feeling that all of us had a alarming thing before we became vampires. I presume at this point.
I'm just gonna raise my hand and say,
My dad
who
was pretty
has-
fucking cool.
Keegan, give me a drive roll at 4, because I think you're still driving at high speed and you just took a handoff.
what do you mean high speed? Why would we be driving high speed at night? It's calm
Why wouldn't you be
driving.
driving?
Just-
Just like
you
the
are
roll is difficult
spooked.
before.
And just screeched out.
Do it.
We're fixing this car if we drive off the road.
There's a slight wobble. You put your hand back down. All is well in the world.
Let me finish what I was gonna say. I was gonna say, who here has had a Nosferatu attack them?
Alexander
hand,
just
everyone.
fucking just Fuck them. They killed my kid.
Yeesh.
Never
Guess
forget
we could
that.
talk about how we got turned.
I think that's a yeah, that works.
Okay, you wish
Who
to
wants to
share with the group?
Be honest to the group. Cool.
I guess I'll go
Since-
first because mine was the
Unless
most
you,
boring.
if you want to just recount the general details, you can do that without having to actually go through it. If there's something you wish to
Yeah.
emphasize specifically, you can, play it out.
Fucking Nosferatu.
Yeah, no. Who wants to go? Who would recite first?
I guess I would go first because mine was simplest.
So you just relay the general details. I assume keeping the really personal stuff out of it, like your brother, etc. Just in general terms.
Kill the Nosferatu. Gonna try and impress everyone.
Wait, did you just say you're gonna try to presence everyone to kill the Nosferatu?
No. I said I'm gonna try to impress everyone
Okay.
about how I killed Nosferatu.
Okay, so I assume that you are leaving out just how much of the work your dog did then?
Yeesh.
Okay, take a look
Well,
at
I mean,
what
I
you
did
actually-
finish it off.
Give me a charisma performance roll too. For storytelling, essentially. Okay. Him and his loyal, trusty dog, who nearly died in the attack, by the way, managed to fight off the monster and slay it. Okay. Who wants to go
I'm
next?
I'm shotgun, so I'll go next. The mostly true, just leaving out Sly's thing now, but I will say that he did gouge the Ventrus eye out. But in this story, what I want to exemplify is that the Ventru are fuck ups.
Okay.
Seems reasonable.
Sure, give me a charisma performance as well.
I don't have performance, so
+1. I love how you're already plotting to cull 3 clans. It's not as
He's
good a
fucking
story.
pathetic.
But it's an understandable situation. You could see how you could escalate and fuck up in such a way. Hell, it happened with Herbert in a way. Luckily, that was out in the woods where no one noticed.
No. I wasn't there to turn, Herbert.
That's fine. Who goes after that?
I guess I'd fucking go next. And
Okay.
and I guess I'd tell him about the how I met I encountered various clans before leading up to that, which culminated in a Nosferatu viciously and unprovoked attacking me and then going to kill me and proceeding to, on purpose of course, kill the child in the womb and then kill her. And then the sire showing up and spanking the fucking Nosferatu.
Okay.
Fuck those Nosferatu.
Hey, give me a... I think you're being mostly honest here, so this will be a charisma expression, which has little enough difference for you, but hey, with your stats.
Oh boy, 2 dice. Difficulty?
Difficulty is 6. It would be 7 if it was performance, but it's...
Huh?
You know, his sire sounds like a badass. The Nosferatu probably kind of cunty, though possibly just sending a message about the masquerade. Well,
I
maybe
didn't
they
tell
would
him
have
about
been
the I didn't
nicer.
tell him about the hunters.
You tell them about that too?
No, I didn't. When you said that
Yeah,
the
no,
Nosferatu were
that's.
sending him
But, you know, just
Okay.
casually restraining you and spanking the Nosferatu. Because
Oh,
she's
yeah.
completely in control of the situation. Yeah, she just owned the fucker.
Yeah.
Do you mention your sire's name?
Yes.
Yeah, Demi, you remember meeting her. She seemed like a not to be fucked with person.
Wait, your sire is my grandsire?
Who's your sire?
My sire is Nicole.
You haven't met Nicole.
I was told that she's essentially my grandmother of sorts, so.
Then yes, I that would make me his sire's brother, wouldn't it, Draco?
Yes, in a way.
The fuck does that make Demi then? My cousin or my nephew?
Nephew.
Oh, I put a hand on his shoulder. Nice to meet you, nephew.
I don't think that's how it works.
Well, either way, too bad. Pat him on the
Right.
shoulder. Lean back. Seriously though, fuck the Nosferatu. Turn towards who's sitting next to me? Is it Nyaxe's guy or is it Jacklor's?
It's both of them. Because Demi and Keegan are in the
middle
front, I think.
Yep.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Because who's in the middle seat of the back row?
Who hasn't gone yet? I think both of them haven't.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's what
Yeah.
I'm asking.
Decide among yourselves who sits where.
I'm sitting on the left.
No,
Okay, then I'm sitting in the middle. I'm next in that case. I think I will just be honest about it and tell the tale of my embrace, starting with my daughter being kidnapped by fairies.
I get supported by Nosferatu, faced all his. God damn, we're such a depressing coterie.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, in a way.
I put a hand on like Nyaxe's shoulder, like understandingly, like we'll get those assholes that have done terrible things to our children.
I think I need to roll Fly's danger sense for everything going pear-shaped in the future.
Oh yeah, should I also roll charisma expression?
I mean, I had to.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, no, you have an ally in me. We're gonna get those bastards. We'll get your daughter back, or we'll get the guy's head in this entire bloodline.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you, Alexander.
You don't have a single doubt. It was the fucking fairies. That's why children go missing.
I want to know who actually stole his kid.
You were trying to embellish and spin things, Demi, that's why.
I know.
Okay.
So my turn, I guess. Guys?
Yes, go ahead.
Yeah.
We're listening.
Well, I tell them the story of how some vampire probably and two thugs tried to enter my house. So my son went awoo and killed both the thugs because he's a werewolf. And then we proceeded to have a showdown with a bunch of guys that I think are ghouls now, who tried to kill my family. I killed a few of them before they took me down. And then I was embraced by my sire.
I just love how they got you out of that room. Tear gas, fuck you.
Yeah, tear gas kind of fucks over humans. It really does.
Okay, so since this is a more difficult to believe story,
I don't know. Is it
I mean,
Do
fair.
we
Like,
have heard anything about?
like? Is it? We're talking about change. Faye stole one guy's kid. Fucking Nosferatu aborted another person's kid. Why is it so hard to believe that
Actually,
werewolves?
from your point of view, yeah, it's not that much more coincidence. You don't know enough about wolves to think that it's. Yeah, give me a charisma expression at 7, or not 7, 6. Sorry.
I was about to say.
Yeah, no, it's.
Charisma specialty is not charisma. The expression specialty is not persuasive. Conversation.
Yeah, he just relays it like casual conversation, and you're like, wait, werewolf? A whole pack of what? The difference being that he actually saw the werewolves, presumably.
So, is it just me, or is it almost a necessity that somebody had to have something fucked up before they became a vampire?
I don't know. That's a good point. That seems to be a common thread here. There's just really bad pain and suffering to become it. Maybe it makes you into a stronger vampire.
Maybe.
I mean, I got turned
Oh.
pretty sensibly. Apart from the almost getting killed
Yeah,
thing.
but you also had a Nosferatu die, so that would still qualify.
Well, here's the thing. 3 of you were leading semi-normal lives until the vampires got interested in you. Things got shitty once they started fucking with your lives.
Maybe it's like one of those standardized quizzes.
Your sire probably
Oh,
did say that it was like tradition to test new La Sombra to see if they can
Oh,
cut it.
okay. Well then, I'm gonna keep that to my. I'm not gonna make that fucking remark then that this was all planned. That might stir the pot in the wrong direction.
Well, at least we all have something in common, I suppose.
Yeah, we all lost really important people in our lives.
Craft, they only have 1 level blood bond. Naxi has 2. They're not fully bound. Because that makes
No,
people
we're not-
pissed. When they don't have free will. And they try all the harder to fuck you.
So where are we going tonight anyway? We're going to a park for what reason? Are we going fae hunting?
I was mostly proposing due to a change of scenery. And, fresh night air could help all of us.
So,
You don't
assuming
breathe
we,
anymore.
assuming we got there by the time. Assuming we went through our stories and got there and went outside by the time we're done with our stories.
Okay, so you finish your stories and you reach a park, get outside.
And before
Okay.
fucking werewolves.
Well,
Oh, Jack, it's your son.
Heckalord,
Oh,
you're a lucky sort. Roll me a likely luck.
Oh no!
Okay.
You had to open your mouth.
I
Is that
want
good
his
or
son to
bad?
show up.
Is that good or bad now?
You don't know. Nothing happens yet.
Oh no.
Would have been nice if I rolled snake eyes or something.
So the park we went. I mean, I presume it's mostly empty.
Probably relatively early in the night, so there's a few people, but yes.
Guys, I'm
Fair
gonna be
enough.
honest. We look really sketchy like this.
Fair enough. But most
Do
people
we,
just
though?
I
look and
have
just
you seen what we all
ignore.
look like? We are a weird mishmash of.
Yeah, I guess
Class-
we're a weird proof.
You know, wearing pure iron swastikas, all of you, is.
I'm keeping mine in the fucking pocket.
I'm just saying. People might have questions.
We aren't. It's just for much church. From a special church. Oh wait, we are Buddhists. It's also a fit.
Hey kids, you want to hear about purity?
That guy's head is shaved, but the rest of yours aren't. I'm not sure if you're Buddhists.
No, trust me. Look, I'm real dedicated to the cause. I'm what you would call one of their seniors, a monk, if you will. It's one
Cold iron.
Okay.
Your iron swastikas, God bless.
So, why don't you ping me a appropriate green space on the map that you might have gone to?
yeah.
That is actually the biggest fucking park. So
Okay.
we don't.
I'm not sure, but
You're in
why
Gangrel
go?
territory. Great.
No, God, no. I wouldn't drive in there.
I mean, we don't. I don't
Oh,
know.
Right.
where did you take us then?
Okay,
Right here.
so that was the first pick. Let's see. Two of you can make, everyone who has a dot of politics, make an intelligence politics roll to know that that park is fucking claimed.
Difficulty?
Difficulty 6. Everyone who has at least some politics.
I'm just gonna ask why we made a sudden U-turn. Hey guys, what's wrong with that park over there?
Don't worry about it.
What is it? What? What does that even mean?
I just lean over to.
You're driving. Don't lean the fuck over anywhere.
Well, kids, this park here is in La Sombra Clay.
I know it would be the safest for us, wouldn't it?
Yeah, but isn't it? Yeah, kind of is. Yeah.
Let's not impose upon our superiors, though, because
Yeah, neutral
we're
ground.
we're strong children. We can.
Yeah. Let's go. Let's go
Claim
for a bit for the out.
Plus, we'll know if that guy's following us still.
I mean, we're gonna be spied on anyways.
Hey,
So,
Demi,
what are we doing
give
in the
me
park?
a straight luck roll. Okay, you're in the park. Been ambushed yet.
We need to speed up the Sabat. Get
This
glory for our
is-
group.
This is
Get
much
glory for the group. Go beat up somebody.
Let's go kill some
I
people.
mean, are there
This
other
is
people in the
nice.
park?
I rolled
Just
for that,
us.
Sorry, what? There's some people around.
but not too many. And this is a nice change of scenery.
So,
Good.
what are we
Fresh
doing here exactly?
Probably a
Lines
pretty
I don't
shitty
know.
park since it's in the port side of town.
better than nothing. I was just
Look,
mostly.
there's a drug deal going on right there.
Oh yeah, no. Hey, I know those people.
Anyways, I was mostly thinking of just hanging out, really. Getting to,
They park
bond. I mean, what's
at
wrong?
night. My
I mean, it's going to be night anywhere we go, really.
yes, but some places
Yeah.
are a lot less. I've said it once already. A lot less inconspicuous for a bunch of people of our stature.
Fight Club. I tackle Jackler.
You start rolling. You declared it.
Okay. Make a
I'm
dex
joking.
brawl check.
That was a joke.
Keegan, you got us.
I said Jackler, not his character's name.
Yeah, no, nobody knows what the fuck his in-character name is.
Kirk Jacobs.
Anyways, so what? We just spent the next hour talking.
Yeah, you can
Presumably.
spend the next couple of nights just fitting some stories and getting a basic understanding of where each of you is coming from.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sounds fine.
That's basically the idea.
Okay.
My dad's cooler than your dad.
My dad
doubt.
owns the city, kinda.
No, my dad's pretty lame, sadly.
My mom is superior to all your moms.
My mom's
Okay, so eventually you make it back to Elysium on the night in question.
Finally. Bruder, no.
Ruder.
And you're gonna actually be taken into a conference room.
Oh no.
Closed
not
off from
again.
the outside. The Central is gonna be there. Everyone, roll a luck die for me.
Oof. Oof. Oof.
Ah, shit.
Did better than Demi.
Okay, so everyone who got below 6, their sires are there, watching you with pride and/or disappointment.
I hold my head up high. I am a proud and majestic creature.
I think I'm kind of proud too throughout these bonding. I think we did good. Me being, the initiator of the bonding.
We didn't do anything yet.
Just come in for the first mission briefing. Yes, we are glad to serve the city and we think our first mission has been a great success.
Mission complete. Let's get our reward.
What did you even do? We bonded. Looks at Prince. Prince is like, fuck, fair enough. Give him like a cookie or something.
I mean, the Seneschal did say to bond. We did nothing
Yeah.
wrong.
You're so gonna get.
I mean, we didn't kill each other. So
It's an improvement.
Who sits at the head of the table, Solomon? You just stand. What's the plan?
I mean, it's a conference table, and the leaders usually sit at the. That's actually a good question. Like in those times, like asking the group, would we have actually elected somebody or just somebody who seems more of a leader?
You are
type?
standing on
Just
the
don't leave
table if you're there, allied.
How about we
how
just
does
leave
the
that?
circle, yeah, how does the circle work?
You don't
It's
get
a-
to
it's an
pass it
oval.
down.
Not yet. Not until we decide.
Do you
haven't
go?
decided yet. We're
So
working
they've
on it.
sat down at the appropriate parts of the table. Do you take the head seat?
Don't you dare.
Choose carefully.
Wait, who?
You.
Oh, that's the head seat?
Yeah.
Yeah.
On the-
That fucking why is the table? Why is it so shaped so weird? That's not how a circle works.
It's not a circle.
Well, I mean-
It's like a long table.
It's like that. Long table.
I'm so getting baited right now because I'm getting reminded of Elder Game and fucking Primogen Councils. Always sit against the prince.
So, gentlemen, they look like they're dressed like generals, all of them to you, allied, by the way. At the other end of the table.
That came in and fucking gave him a salute there. Fucking sat down.
Okay, not what I expected, but I'm glad you're getting in the spirit of things.
Fucking goddamn Malk.
So, we have come up with a fairly simple mission for you. The prince used to have several stashes around the city of various kinds of supplies in case of attack. Many of them have been moved or recreated elsewhere. But recently we have recovered rumors that makes it sound like some mortals might have stumbled across some of those items or have been sitting on them waiting to sell them, and we would like them back and for you to investigate if they know more than they should, call us in general, your usual investigate and recover whatever can be salvaged. Don't break the masquerade, obviously. Try to behave yourselves. Well, Prince insists that I mention this with every new group, no matter how sane they should be. So I will. Screwing up is likely gonna lead to making this 1,000 times worse than the mortals just ending up stuff. So don't screw up. If you're in the danger of screwing up, back off. You can call for help. You can discuss it with us. There are people who are more experienced if you need to talk with them. That being said, this is also a learning opportunity, and think of this as a training, because that's what it is. We want the stuff back, but even more than that, we want you to demonstrate that you can work. Well, had bad experience in the past, so we would like to find out sooner rather than later if you are fuck-ups by nature. As far as the mission goes, we've narrowed it down to one particular gang already. We know that there is a bar they prefer to frequent, and we know that one of the members visits his mother every Sunday. And we have the address for both of those places, which should be adequate for you to start with. Other than that, we have a vague idea of what part of the town they consider theirs, so you can certainly try and ask there. We also have pictures of the markings and symbols that would be on any of the stashes, the weapons that were commonly placed there, and anything else that might help you identify them. There are, of course, folders for all. If you run into trouble, you can ask your sires for advice, or you can come to me. If you run into serious trouble, there is my number in the folders. You can call me, but please do so only if you are either well or truly stuck, or things are exploding in your face and if they're threatening to spiral out. Generally speaking, the gang should hopefully not be a masquerade breach, but there were items that would be considered magical in some of those, so you can't exclude. Also, well, they're probably armed, and here they've been in some fighting, but accurate numbers are hard to tell because we frankly don't investigate every grouping of street trash. So there's probably at least 8 or 10 of them left, otherwise they would have collapsed as a structure, possibly more. Keep that in mind. If they gather as a group to gun you down, even though you're kindred, you're probably gonna. Please don't let that happen. I think that covers things in general terms. Any questions?
I raise a hand.
Go ahead.
Uh, can we get more details about the items that we're supposed to be looking for in particular?
Yes,
Or
there's
like
a
what
wide
they look
range of
like?
items. They are in the folders. Most of the stuff can be identified by markings on the packaging or on the footlockers they were kept in. Otherwise, things more that are more generic, like guns. There's make and model in there, the ammo that was included, things like that. It's all here. He taps one of the folders.
Okay.
I'm gonna raise my hand as well because I want to ask a question.
Sure, go ahead.
Since the primary mission is to retrieve these items and find out more, dealing with the said gang, should we deal with them or capture them alive, or are both a viable option?
Capture them alive, leave them alone, kill them, as long as it doesn't cause too many problems for the city in terms of police raids or otherwise stir things up. Anything is viable. The most important thing in terms of the gang is to figure out just how much they've figured out. And if they've told anyone else, or what's worse, if they've found magic items, if they've sold them or sent them on to someone. The Masquerade ultimately comes first. Other than that, this is a retrieval mission.
Very well. I nod. Any of you got a question? Out of character?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
Um,
I assume all of you have appropriate hardware already available to you.
Yes.
yes.
Oh, what was that question?
Whether you had appropriate hardware available.
Oh yeah.
We have hardware.
I have hardware at the minimum.
If you are
Dog
gonna,
motherfucker, it's freedom.
if you are gonna, judging from the grins on some of your faces, start a war in the streets, call me beforehand, give me at least half an hour warning so I can tell the sheriff, so we can arrange excuse for the police to be elsewhere so they can be implicated in responding to. And so they actually do respond. Catch you.
Ah.
Preferably, more advanced warning is better than less. Since we have to pull the appropriate strings if it's gonna be.
Understood.
Not in my head.
I'm just gonna raise my hand just for another quick question.
Right? Go ahead.
Lastly, I presume quick doing this quicker is better, but is there a set time limit that we must finish this in?
There's not really a hard limit, but if they are selling the stuff, well, they're selling it, and if there is magic in some of the stashes they cover, that would be problematic. So, let's say that we would prefer that you were listening to the briefing of your next mission in 2 weeks.
I nod.
I already got a plan forming in my noggin.
So they are giving you enough time that you can scout appropriately. They're not gonna just toss you and get this done tonight.
So and we're given photos of like the gang names and stuff, right?
You have gang names, you have a pair of addresses, you don't necessarily have pictures of the members, but you have descriptions.
Okay.
It's essentially like one Malk or one someone did some legwork for a night or two kind of thing.
Alright.
It's not a in-depth espionage report, but it's enough info that you should hopefully be able to track down everything.
So hold on here. With what they're giving us, that because they said that some magical items may or may not have been acquired by them in some of the statute. Do we like have a general like
You have a list of some of the things that were in there and descriptions for some of them. Two of the more concerning pieces are mirrors that show the true form of any supernatural being, and blades that burn with fire when you stab people.
One of
Wait,
these is
I
going to
have a
be
question.
easier to find than the other.
For the actual, sorry about interrupting, but for the mirrors, do they actually show La Sombra?
A good question. They are looking at each other like, need to look up Mirror of Second Sight.
They're all going to think really, really hard at the moment.
Like page 220 that started the thaumaturgy thing. Yeah, because that's a weird question, because well, Sombra don't usually show up in reflections, but these are magic mirrors.
That would make it really easy for us to find out if it's true or not.
Yeah.
I mean, it would show your face distorted with the presence of the beast. So any vampire would be able to tell that it's a weird mirror. Humans would be able
okay.
to. I think it was level 3 for that. Mirror of Second Sight. Okay. I think it's Linda that will actually speak up here. Yes, I recall. It was a while back. I looked into one. You're gonna see a shadowy figure there, but you're not gonna be able to see yourself clearly.
Thank you for the information.
Okay, and as far as the dossiers go, we will go over what is and isn't in them in more session, but essentially it's, as far as that question at least is concerned, Allied, in case the Chantry gets bombed, the Elysiums get bombed, fallback positions. You're starting to get the feeling that this place is filled with safe houses, tiny fortresses, places where you can quickly gather more freshly bound ghouls and just throw them at the enemy.
I see why now I've been turned.
Some of the caches had C4 in them. Some of them were just loaded with rifles and nades. Some with magic.
And they want all of the catches back, right? They just don't want some of it.
They want you to figure out what this gang has, how much they know, and get back the stuff from this gang. Possibly contain the gang if they are a fucking out of control Masquerade breach contained.
Okay.
There is a mention that there was a way of magically tracking these, but those that had that intact have been found, so they've probably been tampered with at some point to destroy the device that was implanted into the footlocker to track them.
Oh, that's not good.
So they might have been in Sabbat hands, they might have been subject to sufficient blunt force to crack the crystal in question, etc., etc., etc. Any number of things could have happened.
Alright.
But yeah, generally you have a list of the markings that would be used. Some of them are more subtle, like just labels for normal things that have been misprinted in a certain way that forms a code. Others are like, like
Mirrors.
bags of dried herbs with the Tremere plant symbol stamped on them.
Tremere's print sweats heavily. Oh shit, somebody got a hold of my stash.
But yes, that is the mission. Presumably, mortals and mortals that don't know you are coming and are nicely spread out for you to fuck with.
Oh, I know what I'm gonna be doing then. Bitching.
As far as your arsenal goes, you do have two
No, I'm
trank
not gonna shoot.
guns.
No, I'm not gonna shoot. I'm not gonna shoot the place up. No, I'm
Yeah,
actually
no,
gonna.
I'm telling you, you have two tranquilizer guns. Herbert had
Oh,
a
okay.
trank gun and a spare.
Bitching.
So
We're
you
going,
have a
man.
non-lethal option for that. If you just want to put them to sleep. He did mention a small chance of a weak man's heart giving out if they took a full dose. So be careful. He's not sure he measured all the darts equally.
That's fine. Herbert
Okay,
has
let's-
more important things to do, like fortifying the fucking house.
He's gonna shoot the neighbors if you have him in the house. What are you doing?
No, remember we're on like the Oscars. Werewolves live out there. That's why I got Herbert. Herbert eats werewolves.
Okay. And I think this, before you set out for the mission itself, is a good place to wrap for the night. So, start with Keegan. What has Bill, BJ, William, etc. learned?
Hmm. He learned that his brother has been part of this a lot longer than he knew about, and that he has a long way to go to
Okay.
be good.
Solomon.
Okay, so first of all, he has learned that Alexander also lost a child. And also that my wife is sleeping with some creature, and I'm not sure if it's a fairy yet or not.
Okay. But that's more of an information you've acquired rather than things that your character has learned that he internalized. So,
Oh yeah, all of us have kind of tragic backstories, I guess.
okay. So it's a bonding moment with the rest of the party. Excellent. That works.
Yeah.
Burke. Jackler.
Huh. Yeah, I heard it.
Really hard thinking.
I was. What was I gonna do? I think he has learned that his party is actually pretty good. They're mostly nice people. You know, good people.
Okay.
They all have their problems. They all have their stuff, but they're good, still good people.
Okay. So, Isaac.
Isaac has learned that he thought that the world was pretty whack. It just got a whole lot wackier. It's one thing hearing, okay, vampires exist. Then you realize your bird can talk and drinks booze on a daily fucking basis almost now. Then you learn somebody's.
Listen, he relaxes with a glass every second evening. It's not like he has a problem.
Then you hear some guy lost his kid to fairies. Then you hear some guy fucking had a son who became a werewolf. Yeah, no, I think I need a drink.
Okay. Alexander.
Alexander has learned that that at least one of the people in the party he thinks he can understand.
Okay. Excellent.
Hello?
Okay, so who do we give the extra point to? Thoughts? Personally, I'm leaning Solomon because he did a good for the party handing out the SS tokens.
They're not SS, they're Thunderbolts.
Yeah, they're Thunderbolts.
Mm-hmm.
Parallel thunderbolts.
But yeah, I think
Yeah,
I agree
fun.
with Solomon.
Solomon's good.
Okay.
Second.
So,
Okay.
Solomon, go ahead. Take the extra point, everyone else gets 2. And which NPCs do you think reserve points? Egan, starting with you.
My brother, and let's do Frank.
Brother and Hey, Frankie. There we go. And Solomon. It is okay to give XP to the guy that's fucking your wife.
That's not a good idea.
Just because he's German doesn't mean he has to be a fucking cuck, okay?
Yeah, I'm giving one to Sly
Damn it.
and one to
He can pick up his first
wife.
point in alcoholic.
Fucking Sly.
So yeah, Sly and my wife.
Okay. Jackalor.
He's gonna pick up a dot of stamina.
I think I'll give my sire and the seneschal. Well, not my sire, my allied sire.
Okay. And essential.
Fuck the Sensual.
Poor fucker has to deal with you. And you're not the only fledgling party, there's like 6 in the city, ultimately.
What happens if we encounter them? Like, do we have like code words to signify we're Camarilla side?
I mean, like flashing a gag side? You could try.
Yeah, like,
they haven't given you any.
Yeah, you flash your swastika.
You just hear, oh, they're like, oh yes, they're friendly guys. Move
Then
it.
they scatter. Support! Load guns. Get the shotgun!
Quick, scream in the service of Cain.
In the service of K and heavy sweating.
And right, Linda did add one. Demi.
I'm gonna give one to Sly,
Okay.
and the other one,
For alcoholic bird.
fucking God bless Sly. And the other one, I think I'm just gonna give it to my sire.
Okay. And allied.
I have to give it to the guy that beat my fucking asshole for today. Fucking Herbert's a bully. I gotta give it to him. He fucking earned it.
Both?
I thought.
Or one?
Yeah, I know he gets both for the fucking shenanigans he got away with.
I mean, everyone knows that lizards do not handle sudden bright lights well.
That's not fair. We're the Sombra. That's incredibly true for us.
I think it was the Setites that took extra from sunlight.
No, we take an extra level from Sunlight as the Sombra too.
If
I
you
don't
ever
think that's
saw,
the case. I think Kale might be confusing those two, but...
No, I read that from the book.
Ah, then never mind.
No, La Sombra don't take extra damage from the darkness, from light.
Well, in any case, thoughts about the session?
My
Was
bird has
awkward.
problems.
So you enjoying working for the Camarilla?
working,
I'm
Aha,
waiting for
we're just starting.
waiting for our pack priest to induct us into the cult.
I mean, we already got talismans, right?
Yeah, no, we're already on our fucking way.
I mean, there's probably vampires that are gonna be like, I knew the new generation would bring it back. You go, you brave fox!
They're just looking at me with my shaved head, and they're like, "You lead them."
I didn't know Sighard
yes,
was
sir?
used them.
Oh, he's already in it.
You know, if you fuck up badly enough, Sighard might arrive to teach BJ a lesson.
Oh.
wait, what? I was blacking out. What? Who? What? When?
Don't worry about it, you'll be fine.
Oh God! Please don't fuck up. That's bad for everyone involved.
New Orleans has a tradition of coming to this city's aid. One of the few cities that still does in the modern nights, I'm gonna say. Because everyone's like, Houston calls for aid again. Meanwhile, the prince is running guerrilla war. You motherfuckers, you're next!
Why does this keep happening? I don't know. Maybe we're just bad parents. Nah, it's the children that are wrong.
I mean, you're right next to Mexico. They just send 1,000 screaming Mexican shovelheads at the city and watch what happens.
Oh,
Don't all the border patrols shoot them?
no.
They
There's not
shoot
enough
about
people.
half, the rest read through.
Yeah, we don't
Not
have
enough
the President Trump yet.
Yeah.
I
Our Lord
mean,
and
he
Savior.
still hasn't built the wall, so it still happens. Okay, now I'm imagining a Sabbat sire being separated from their fledgling, like, no, don't take Timmy, he has to kill Camarilla Fox! He's an
Remember my
American, I turned him on this side of the border!
child. They're beating him with fucking batons. Filthy fuckers.
Okay, I think we need to end it here before this goes much further.
This one's resisting arrest. No, that's my kid. They just start beating them too.
Cut that. Okay.
Throw his ass over the border.